Hi everyone, my name is Peter Sesala. So in this video, I'll be showing you how you can apply for your study permit in Canada. Congratulations if you've gotten your letter of acceptance and thinking about how do I even go about this whole study permit application? What is the website, and how do I even create the questionnaire till I get to the point where I'm going to upload all the necessary documents. So it's not that easy. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using the old portal, which is the JCK portal. Actually, this is still what a lot of people use. Probably like 95% of people still use the old portal, which is the JCK. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. For those that are using the new portal, so this may not apply to you. So if you're using the old portal, definitely, it's very common. A lot of people use this, and I did a video recently comparing the old and the new portal. There is not a lot of differences, and if you still want to use the old portal, then you should watch this video to the end to see exactly how you can create your account from beginning to the end. So don't touch that die, make sure you stick and watch this video to the very end so that you know exactly how to create your study permit account and then how to go about the application. Okay, let's get started. So what I want to do is to just go on Google or any of the browser and type in IRSC login. Okay. And then mostly going to be this Canada.ca website. So you click on sign in to your IRSC account. For those that already have, an account, if you don't have an account, you can register here, but you can also register after you click on this sign in with JCK. So this is actually those already have an account. You can sign it with username, but for new persons, the best option is to click on this sign up. So you click on sign up and then you click on accept, and then you're going to create username. Let's say for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use GradNext 001, and then click on continue. And then the next thing is going to be to create a password. So I'm going to create a password. So just make sure you pick something that you can remember and then write it down. If the password is okay, and they're going to say continue. And then this is going to be recovery questions, right? So first pet name, you can just put in, if you have a cat, depends on you. Memorable person, I'm just going to put in Joshua. I'm just going to put in my friend. Memorable date, probably just put in 2020 0101. Then I'm just going to put in New Year Day, so you are just do whatever that is you're going to remember. Okay, so this email, if you want to add an email now, you can actually add the email, but if you don't want, you can actually add it later. Then if I don't want to add it now, I'm just going to click on skip. So I have my everything ready now. GradNext 001. I'm going to click on continue, and then the next thing is going to be accept terms and conditions. So definitely please read through all of these things because I've done it a couple of times. I've read through it, so I know exactly what they're talking about. I click on accept, and then they're going to ask you to create a name. So I'm just going to put in them just use an actual name here. Joy Okoje. Sorry, that's actually the given name, and then here's going to be surname. Email, I'm just going to put gradness001@gmail.com. And then they're going to ask you if you preferred language English. For those that are French, you can actually put in there. And then security question, just going to put any one of your choice. First month of the year. I put in January, second month of the year. Just going to put in February. Am I correct? Okay. Then the last month of the year. So whatever question you think you can remember, because anytime you want to sign in, they're going to be asking you one of these questions. So I advise you to actually, it's better to fill in something that you can actually remember, right? Last month of the year, I'm just going to put in December. And then let's say which country. Which country am I applying for? I'm just going to put in Canada, okay? And then you click on continue. Make sure you save this. And once you have this, the next thing is to click on apply to come to Canada. You don't have a reference code if you're applying for the very first time, okay? Just click on here, visit study permit. If you're doing express entry, you go to the other one. What would you like to do in Canada? Study. How long are you planning to stay? Temporary, more than 6 months. What's the code of your passport? I'm just going to put in Nigeria. What's your current country of residence? To pay your country. Current country of residence. I'm just going to put in Nigeria for the purpose of this video. And then do you have a family member who is a permanent resident? No. And then what's your birthday? Just select, and this is not my birthday, so I just put in any kind of date. Then you go to information. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States? No. And then have you been accepted to a designated institution? Yes. And then what is your marital status? For now, I'm just going to put in, never married or single. What is your country or province or territory of destination? Though this is going to be wherever province your school is. So for now, I'm just going to put in Alberta. And then the next one is going to be, okay, they've already said I'm eligible for study permit. That's interesting. So I click on continue. And then they are going to ask some more questions to know how exactly the document that they're going to bring out for you. Click on continue. Do you have a valid work permit and a visa? No. Then the next one, are you an exchange student? Nope. Is work an essential component? So if you're applying for a college or a university and there is an internship component in your study, that is going to be yes. But if not, it's going to be no. You're going to have it in your admission letter if it is required. Are you a spouse or common law or a child of a skilled worker? Nope. So maybe if you already have your spouse in Canada, they have a status, the international student, then you can click on yes. If you've gotten any kind of scholarship, Commonwealth scholarship and all of those kind of other scholarships that is mostly government funded, then you can click on yes. But if not, you click on no. And then click next. Are you accompanying a family member? No. This is for those that are applying first time, right? So you're not really accompanying anybody. And then have you ever committed, been arrested? No. If you click on yes for that, and if that's actually yes, then that's a problem. Have you done medical exams? So if you plan to do upfront medicals, you click on yes. But if you don't want to do upfront medicals before you submit your application, just click on no. For in this case, let's say I plan to do medicals, so I'm going to click on yes, and then click on next. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? So this is actually where you submit an application for a family member. Let's say you want to add your spouse for work permits. You can actually do it here. If you want to apply for your children, you actually do it here. If you don't want to add, if it's just you click on no. But if there's a family member, you can click on yes. Okay, let's just click on yes if there's a family member, just for emphasis purpose. But if you click on no, it's going to skip all of this one. Let's say my family member, let's say if it's my spouse, then let's say I'm going to click Nigeria. Which country offer the travel document? Also pick the country and then click on next. And then it's a family member, permanent resident of the United States. Click on no. And then what's a family member? I'll say married if it's going to be spouse. Date of birth, I'm just going to put in, let's say 1994. Just choose a random date. Where the family member, I just choose a better because it's going to be staying with me. Then why is a family member? Let's say work with an open work permit. If you want to apply for open work permit with a spouse, if you want to apply for visitor, you can click on diversity. Have your family member committed any crime? No. If they've done any upfront medical, you click yes. If not, you click on no. And then have they done their biometrics for your family member? You say no if it's the first time. And then there are fees. Yes, I'll be paying fees for my family member. Do you want to submit the application? No, for now. If it's just yourself and your wife, that's no. But if it's just yourself, if you click on no, it's not going to bring in these other forms. And then they're going to ask you, I'm not giving access to anyone to access my application. So I'm going to click on no. Have I done my fingerprint? No. So if you've already done, let's say, visitor's visa for Canada some time ago, you can actually use this. But if not, just click on no. And then the next one, there are fees associated. Yes, I'll be paying the fees. Then you have a way of scanning your document. Yes, I can scan my documents. There's an application fees. Yes, I'll be paying with a MasterCard. And then you can actually review your answers here to make sure that everything is correct. You can, if anyone is wrong, you can click on modify and actually just adjust it. But if not, you can move on to click on continue. And then they're going to give you some other information, and then you click on continue. And then this is where you're not going to have your document checklist, right? So some of the forms that you need to download, this is the applicant, right? So you can click on this form and then it's going to download. Okay, so one of the thing with this form, sometimes it may not open directly, so you may have to go to your download folder to open that form. Okay, once you filled everything, you validate and then you upload, right? You just fill the form and then validate. And then you can upload it. This is your international passport, your letter of acceptance. This user family rep, you can also click on the form and then download the form as well. So this is basically for those that are maybe adding a family member and you're acting as a representative. So if you're a single person, you're not going to have this form. Proof of mutual financial support, or your bank statement, pay stub, letter of sponsorship, and all of those. Digital photo is more like the Canada stand, more like a white background. Okay. So more like a white background. It's going to be a white background for the digital photo. Then because I clicked on yes, because I clicked on yes, it's going to ask me to upload the medical. So if you clicked on no, it's not going to, there's some of these forms opening up. If you clicked on no, it's not going to ask you to upload this. Okay, if you want to wait for IRSC to request for medicals before you do it, that's also fine. Family information, also click on this download, and then you will be able to you'll be able to fill the form, your father, your mother, your siblings, and all other things. Optional document, you can also fill this. This is sometimes where you fill in your what's it called, travel history and other things. Client information, this is where you have your letter of explanation, police report, your education credentials, letter of recommendation from work, and your maybe family pictures, any other documents to fill, not added to the main application, is going to be under the client information. So this is for those that are applying alongside with their spouse, right, or their children, right? Your spouse is going to be applying for the spouse open work permit. For if you're a single person, you're not going to have this. Okay, so you download this and fill work permit application form. Your spouse is also going to fill that family information, because your spouse is also going to list his or her siblings, right? The passport, purpose of travel. If you want to learn more, if you just click on this, it will tell you whatever. But for the sake of spouse open work permit, just write a letter to state that, oh, my spouse is following me on spouse open work permit, I've gotten admission into this school, and then that's it. Very short, just a letter to explain why your spouse is following you. Then a digital photo, and then a proof of upfront. This is if your spouse have done upfront as well. If no, they're not going to bring up this form. You can also fill this TROV, and then, if possible, your spouse can also write a letter of explanation to state why they are full accompanying, their spouse, and then just talk about themselves, what they are currently doing. Then they can also add their education credentials, letter of reference, if they're working, if they are their own company, their corporate affairs registration, and a whole lot of other things. And then once you finish everything, the next thing is going to pay, right? So you can't go next now, because until you fill everything, that is when you'll be able to click on next to pay the application fee. So that's going to be it for this video. When you download the form, they are really not very difficult to fill. Download them and then you should be just fine. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, click on the subscribe button so that whenever new videos are released, you'll be the first to get notified. And please hit that like button so that it will help YouTube algorithm recommend this video to other people. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.